Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm endeavouring to keep on the path which is straight and level at present. Alongside the fields and the hedges that are covered with frost. Having said that, I divert. I can't resist. Mother Nature always draws me in. That looks so pretty. The holly. Festive in the field. I want to talk about words. There are times when words don't come easily to me. I had an example this morning. I've just made a recording in which I mentioned Angkor Wat. And I set off from home, going through in my mind what I was going to say. And I lost that name. It just went. So fortunately I was able to drop into a friend and say, "You'll think I'm balmy, but what's the name of that place?" And thanks to Google, we got it. But other words, it's probably because I've done so much learning over the years, but now I've forgotten far more than I've learnt, and certainly far more than I will go on to learn. Though that doesn't stop me from wanting and needing to learn. Sometimes word retrieval can be difficult, and I start to think, oh God, no, don't say I'm starting with Alzheimer's, dementia or something. But then I set that aside and carry on. And I usually have ways of retrieving words, and there are one or two that I know I regularly forget. And I have routes of getting to them. Sometimes the routes can be rather convoluted, but I usually manage it. Now, as a gentleman coming with a dog, I'm hoping that he's going to carry on straight ahead. Well, the dog is, so we're all right. Okay. And the other day I had a wonderful example of words, but one that I actually did know. My granddaughter was telling me about a friend who had dogs, cats, and an axolotl. Sorry. Duh. My son looked at her and said, "You'd better tell Grandma what an axolotl is." Yeah, right, okay. So I just looked at him. I managed to keep the glare quite well controlled. And then looked back at my granddaughter and I said, "You mean the lizard?" "Yes." I said, "And it has external gills, doesn't it?" "Yes." So, to you, I do know what one is. I might not know what day of the week it is, but I know what an axolotl is. That's it, I'd peaked. But then my granddaughter went on to tell me that they only live in one river in Mexico, and that river is drying out. So it was part of a learning process. The fact that I can remember some things, quirky things. And one that came to mind this morning when I was thinking, do you know, you did a whole year of meteorology at university. I really wish that I could remember more of it. to explain what's going on. The clouds, how they formed, what the meaning is, etc. But one of the things that I can remember is the words dry adiabatic lapse rate. Difficult to just drop into the conversation, especially as I have no idea what it is. I think it's something to do with descending and ascending temperatures, and I don't know. I can remember the words but not the context or the meaning. That's not much use, is it? But it's something. And one of these days I might just drop it into a conversation and see what happens. Then again, I might just stick it back into the little junk box in my brain and leave it there to remind myself that you did know a lot of stuff once upon a time. On that note, I shall leave you in peace and continue with my walk. Take care. Bye.